Senior Vice President of Global Product Marketing here at LifeVantage. And with me tonight is Lisa Barnes, our Vice President of R&D, Christina Beard, Senior Director of R&D. There's Christina. And also Tyler Horton. I looked at your name, Tyler. I'm sorry. It looks like it said Burton. Tyler Horton, who is our Director of Global Product Marketing here at LifeVantage. We appreciate you joining us tonight. We're grateful that you're on with us. We are so excited. We're excited for the topic tonight and excited for this event. This is, for those of you that are watching, many of you, we understand, are distributors. Some of you have been invited to participate or watch this training or this education series tonight because a friend is talking to you about LifeVantage, and we hope that the information we share is valuable, that it's worthwhile, and that it's a good use of your time. And we recognize that there's so many other things that you could be doing tonight, and the fact that you're with us watching this, we appreciate that, and we don't take that lightly, and nor do we take it for granted. We're excited for the topic. Last night, for those of you that are new or watching or meeting LifeVantage for the first time, last night was a massive event for us here at LifeVantage, something that we've been preparing for literally well over a year, there was a lot that transpired last night, and we shared some updates and new advances within our business and who we are and where we're headed, and we also launched a couple of new products, which is what we're going to be talking about tonight. We call them the Rise AM and Reset PM system, and also D3 Plus. One system, which is comprised of two products, and then one product, a D3 product. And that's what we're going to get into. But anyways, we're really excited about it. It's something we spent a lot of time working on these products and getting ready to launch them and introduce them. And we're just really excited. We're really excited about our entry into the multivitamin category and the vitamin category, which is new for LifeVantage. We have our own categories that we play in, our own product line that is a little bit different than a traditional multivitamin. And so this is our first entry into that category. And we feel that we have a very unique proposition and a unique offering that is different from what everyone else is doing in the industry. And so we're excited to be able to share that with you tonight. Tyler, Lisa, and Christina are going to do the majority of the presentation. I may interrupt with a few questions, which they're used to and frankly sick of, but I may do that a couple of times. I'm also going to be sharing the slide deck from my screen. So we've got some slides that we walk through, and I'm gonna start sharing that now. And as I do, if I'm not clicking slides correctly, you guys let me know. But anyways, that's a lot from me. So I'm gonna just Lisa, Christina, Tyler, anything that you guys want to add to that or excitement about the introduction of these new products before we jump into the presentation?
I'm just really excited for these products to finally be on the market and available to our distributors and customers. I think you guys are going to love them, and you're really going to be impressed with the science that we have behind them and how much they support the Protandem line, which the R&D team will cover later in the presentation.
Yeah, I completely agree with Tyler. And this is the really fun part of product development. We spend years working on products, researching ingredients, putting them together, testing them in different types of studies. And this is where we really get to see it come to fruition. When the product's finished, it's in your hands and you get to try it. And so that we're incredibly excited to get you excited about this product so you can add it to your daily regimen.
Christina, anything to add?
No, I completely agree with what Lisa just said. I'm excited to actually see them out there and for everybody to try.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for the three of you. For those of you that are watching, like, bringing a product to market is not unlike bringing a child into this world. Like, like you spend so much time vested in the development and the content creation and the formula creation and then all the studies and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work that is primarily shouldered by these three that are on this call. And so it's exciting for me to watch them as this product that they've been working on, or products that they've been working on, are brought to life and brought out into the market, and to watch the response from individuals as these products really start to have a significant impact. So it's very rewarding for them, and frankly, very rewarding for all of us to be able to do something like that, and appreciate that you're interested enough to hear more about it. So with that, let me share my screen. We can jump into the presentation and share exactly what these products are all about, and why we decided now was the right time for us to enter the vitamin and mineral category. So give me just 1 minute. I'll find the presentation and we can get going. Am I sharing that correctly, you guys?
Yep.
Yes, looks good.
Perfect. No need to hang out on the title slide, but just as mentioned, we revealed 3 new products last night in our virtual kickoff event for the year: Rise AM, Reset PM, and D3. These are micronutrients for essential activation, and that's something that we're going to talk about for those of you that are new. Activation is who LifeVantage is and what we're all about. It's our point of differentiation, and our approach to the multivitamin and vitamin mineral category is directly tied to activation, which we're going to jump into and talk through now. So there's just another product shot, and with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tyler. He can give you an overview of the products, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. So first of all, I just wanted to call out, if you have been with LifeVantage for a while, you'll notice that these are obviously in our new branding that is slowly rolling out, as we come across new product launches or we have to reorder new labels. We're rolling out this beautiful branding, which I really like. I think it's very modern and cool, and it's going to look nice sitting on your countertop or in your medicine cabinet. And obviously we have them sort of color coded, the yellow for the Rise AM and the blue for the Reset PM, because you use the AM in the morning and the PM in the evening. But yeah, so real quickly, we wanted to cover high level what these products are, and then we're going to go into detail on each one. We'll give high level of AM, PM, high level of D3, and then we'll cover D3. And then the rest of the presentation will be devoted to the AM, PM, because they're really meant to be used as a system. So what are they? They're a multi-nutrient duo designed to be taken in the morning and at night to coincide with your body's natural circadian rhythms. So basically, circadian rhythms are these natural processes within your body. For example, when it gets dark at night, your brain starts to produce melatonin, which makes you sleepy. When you wake up in the morning, the sunlight hits your eyes. It causes your body to produce cortisol, which wakes you up and gets you going. Those are just 2 examples of thousands of different processes that happen within your body. And these products were designed to work with those natural rhythms, which again, the R&D team will cover later. They're custom designed formulations. You're not going to find these anywhere else. They're vitamins, minerals, and herbal extracts and adaptogens. So to me, this is much more than a multivitamin. It's truly like a multi-nutrient system. And the tagline that you're going to see throughout this presentation that we really want to drive home is, it's the right nutrients in the right amounts at the right time. Next slide. So D3 plus, much like with the AM PM products, it's much more than a D3 supplement. D3 is the star, but we've combined it with a lot of other important vitamins and minerals that makes the product much more effective. So we included vitamins like K2, minerals like calcium, magnesium, silicon, and boron, and all of these work together to provide multiple benefits like immune function, strong bones, cardiovascular health, and more. It's designed to activate the body's natural abilities to stay strong and active so you can keep doing the things that you love. This is really about, building that internal strength, whether it's immune health, bone health, cardiovascular health. It's about living a stronger, healthier lifestyle. And now we can go into more detail on D3 specifically. So as a lot of you may know, vitamin D is the only vitamin that's produced by the body when the skin is exposed to sunlight. this time of year, I don't know how it is where you are, but it's been very cloudy and rainy and overcast here in Salt Lake. And, it's dark in the morning when I go to work and it's dark when I come home. So I'm not getting as much sunshine as I should. So I'm probably a little bit deficient in vitamin D. You can get it through your diet, but it can be difficult because it's found in like a lot of fatty fish. You can get it through eggs and then like, of course, vitamin D enriched milk. But vitamin D is one of the most commonly deficient vitamins globally. Like a lot of us are lacking in enough vitamin D, so anyone can benefit from a vitamin D supplement. And like I said earlier, it works much better when it's combined with vitamin K2, calcium, and magnesium. So some of the benefits that you can expect to see from our D3 Plus product: it supports immune health and a balanced immune response, strong bones and teeth, a healthy cardiovascular system, improved mood, muscle and nerve health, and even skin, hair, and nails.
Tyler, what's interesting, and I don't want to take a bunch of time, but what's been so interesting is we had a number of individuals in the organization that have been using these products leading up to the launch of them, both internally, but also people, just normal consumers out in the field. We call it a pre-launch group. It was kind of a product trial. What was so interesting to me, because you alluded to it a minute ago, just about the deficiency of both D3, but I think you'll talk about it in a bit more, the deficiency of just multivitamins as well, vitamins and minerals, that as a population, so many of us are deficient for a number of reasons. But what stood out to me with this trial group, or the group that used the products leading up to the launch, was frankly just how much better they felt simply by getting an adequate level of vitamins and minerals in their system. I heard that over and over again I just feel so much better. And it's amazing to me. So many of us just go through life either with brain fog or fatigue, or we just don't feel great, and we think it's normal. And so often it's something as simple as just up leveling your levels of vitamins and minerals, D3 being one of them, that you just feel so much better when you have those nutrients in your system.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have a solid micronutrient foundation, you can't lead a fully activated lifestyle. And once you start to get those nutrients in place, you definitely you feel it. We have, we'll go through some testimonials later, but better focus, better energy, sleeping better at night, waking feeling refreshed, having a more positive mood. It's just easier to get through the day. So those are some benefits that you can definitely expect to experience.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, Lisa, Christina, let's talk a little bit about activation, and maybe like, I hate to do this to you, but I don't hate to do this to you. Just talk to us about activation in general. What is it? What does that mean? Like there are clearly people that are watching tonight that might be a new term for them. I mean, clearly they know what the word activation means, but what does it mean as it applies to health and wellness, and why is that what LifeVantage is all about? Give us an overview of activation, and then how micronutrients plug into that approach to health and wellness.
Yeah, no problem. So if you are around our company for any length of time, you are going to hear activation more than you can count, because it's really central to our products and the way that they work. And it's really who we are. It's our DNA. We don't simply supplement. We're not just giving you, so if you're deficient in this, and this, we don't just simply give you that, but we are giving your body the tools that it needs to work more optimally. That is activation, because lots of things kind of decrease in production as the body gets older or goes through stress. Our processes are not working as optimally as they used to. So what we do is as I said, we give the body those tools so that your body can kind of get back to the way it was when it was running more optimally. It's producing, it's having the gene expression that it did back when it used to be younger. You're just getting, everything's just running more smoothly so that all your processes are working better. And so micronutrients are incredibly key to feeding into this activation process, because activation is not possible without proper cellular communication. And cellular communication is not possible without proper micronutrients, because your cells utilize many vitamins and minerals, and they're used to effectively communicate. And it's like these micronutrients such as vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, calcium, and many more. And really, it's this healthy balance of these key nutrients that will help keep your cells communicating properly and help enzymes function efficiently after cell signaling has been initiated. So in short, really, this full activation cannot be achieved without this solid foundation of micronutrients, which can be really difficult to just achieve from your diet alone. And that's where products like this and LifeVantage come in, because we try our best with our diets, especially around this time of year. It's the beginning of the year. We all have our New Year's resolutions. We're going to eat better. We're going to do this. But then, I mean, it's already in mid-January. We're already falling off of that. And we're doing the best we can. But all of us could use a little bit of help. And that's where these products come in to help our body really activate and have these activation processes like they're supposed to. And then kind of continuing on to the next slide. Because really, it's kind of a good diet. And I already said, we have trouble getting a good diet. But what if you had a fantastic diet? It does not necessarily mean good nutrition. Because really, the average vegetable nowadays in today's supermarkets are about 5 to 40% lower in mineral content than those from 50 years ago. So those of us who eat the healthiest foods with meals full of fruits and vegetables we can still be deficient in certain micronutrients. I mean, in the US, calcium, folic acid, iron, magnesiums, and different vitamins like A, B12, C, and D are some of the most common nutrient deficiencies. For example, nearly 70% of Americans fail to meet the required daily intake for calcium. So just one of the examples. And about 35% of adults in the United States are deficient in vitamin D. And we know that if you go to any store, you see multivitamins because they are a convenient solution. But science doesn't support necessarily taking a complete day's worth of nutritional requirements in just one pill, one time a day. That's not necessarily the best way to approach this. So we knew that when we approached developing a creation of a multivitamin, that we needed to do something different. We couldn't just take this same old, not as efficient approach. And that's really where our difference comes in. We knew that what matters was taking the right nutrients in the right amounts in the right time, because timing matters, absorption rates matter, and even how certain ingredients work within our body's natural cycles. Tyler was mentioning circadian rhythms earlier. All of that matters. That's why we don't just randomly combine ingredients together. That's why we have a job. Because if you could just throw everything together really quick and get everything you needed, then we wouldn't be needed. But there is a rhyme and reason behind what we put in each of our products and why we combine different forms with different other forms at certain times of day. There's an art to formulation and a science to formulation. And so we formulate purposefully for maximum efficacy and efficiency, because we want you to get the most out of what you are taking. And this is really important because, as we mentioned, the body is regulated by an internal rhythm. That's the circadian rhythm, and it's synced with the rising and the setting of the sun. And it's really a delicate cycle, and it can be interrupted by so many things. I mean, if you've ever worked a night shift or anything like that, or gone back and forth between shift work, you can understand how easily those easily balanced cycles can be just thrown off, and you just feel horrible because everything's just not working the way it should. And it really can impact your physical motivation, your mood, and so many other pieces of your health. And so really how and when we supplement is also that delicate balance. Too much of this mineral in the morning or that mineral in the evening can really impact your day. For example, not necessarily a micronutrient, but an ingredient you definitely use in your daily life, I'm sure. We all know that taking—
My favorite.
Yeah, Christina's favorite, caffeine. If you take caffeine later in the day, certain people, if you take it later in the day, it can really keep you up later than you want. You suddenly look at the clock and it's past midnight and you're still not tired, and then it's 3 a.m. and your night's shot. And the same thing can happen with certain vitamins and minerals. An example would be B vitamins. If you take too much at night or you take it too close to your regular bedtime, it can really impact your ability to wind down. And then also certain nutrients can interact with each other, just diminishing their desired benefits. So really, this once a day solution of a multivitamin is not the best way, the most optimally scientific way to get these micronutrients that are necessary for the activation, necessary for all these processes that keep your body functioning optimally and really impact your day-to-day health, physical health, mental health, all those pieces that really, just impact how your day goes.
You know, as we were working on this and these formulas over the past year, the one thing that stood out to me, this whole concept of, and Tyler mentioned it a minute ago, with the right nutrients and the right amounts at the right time. What really drove it home, and maybe to use the examples that Tyler used earlier, was, you know, as we get ready for bedtime, right? It's the evening, and our body is naturally wanting to shut itself down, and it's going to create melatonin on its own, which I think is maybe a new concept for some people, that your body actually produces melatonin, right? A hormone
We're so used to taking it.
Yeah, that hormone to, you know, to shut yourself down and to actually put yourself to sleep. And then he mentioned cortisol in the morning, which is that hormone that helps wake you up and get you going. But he also mentioned, like, all those processes. There are literally thousands of cellular processes or chemical processes in the body that are happening at any given time throughout the day to help your body respond to what's going on in the day, whether it's to wake the body up, to focus and think throughout the day, or to shut the body down. And what really kind of clicked with me as we were developing these formulas was that those processes, say the cellular process at the evening or the end of the day, that cellular process that creates the melatonin, that process requires vitamins and minerals to actually happen, to function, for the cells to do what it needs to do, just like it does in the morning. But what really, like, was kind of that aha moment for me was the vitamins and minerals for those processes are unique. And what it needs in the morning are vitamins and minerals that drive those specific cellular processes. And it's not necessarily the same vitamins and minerals that drive the processes throughout the day or at the end of the day. So it's that whole concept of the right nutrients in the right amounts at the right time, based on what your body is trying to do to live in an optimal state. Which, when you grasp that concept, one, it starts to feel, well, this almost feels like common sense, but it also, like, that is a really intelligent way to approach vitamin and mineral supplementation. Like, congratulations to you guys, because it is such an intelligent approach, a unique approach, something that is proprietary to what we're doing, but it's so powerful because it's delivering and aligning with what your body naturally wants to do, which I think is in part, again, why so many of those people that are already using the product are like, I just feel so much better. I just feel great. I was with a number of distributors last week, and a very interesting comment was made. And this was a comment from a gentleman who is all in on LifeVantage, specifically Protandim Nerf 2. When I joined the company, his comment to me was, Jesse, we are the Nerf 2 company. That's who we are. That's what you need to focus on. His comment last week to me, and if he's watching, he knows who he is, Brandon Cunningham, who many of you know who he is. His comment last week was, if I had two products at LifeVantage that I could take, and only two products, it would be the Rise AM and Reset PM system and Nerf 2. He's like, and then he said, because I feel so much better when I'm on those products together. Anyways, it's remarkable what it does when you align the right nutrients in the right amounts at the right time, and how your body responds to that. Okay, let's jump into the products themselves. Let Tyler tell us about the AM formula and the PM formula and why they're so important.
Yeah, so we'll go into detail now on Rise AM, Reset PM. I do want to stress, though, that these are designed to be used as a system. I mean, you can purchase them individually if you choose, but in a sense, you're getting half of a product. These products fit together like puzzle pieces, and they were designed to be that way.
I think that like the easiest way is it's a product, and you take half of the product in the morning and half of the product in the evening, right? We should think of it as one product.
And if you get into the like the supplement facts panel, you'll see there is some overlap. For example, like vitamin A, vitamin C, I think vitamin E, you will find in both products. And that's not because we're trying to double up. It's because those ingredients are better used throughout the day instead of all at once. So it just goes back to that Timewise nutrient delivery story. So some features of Rise AM, it's specifically formulated to start your day the right way. Going back to what Lisa was discussing about, conflicting absorption rates, in the AM formula, we have calcium, so it doesn't compete with the absorption of magnesium, which is in the PM formula. In the AM, we have vitamin D because some people can actually be sensitive to that vitamin. It can cause them to not sleep well if it's taken too late in the day. So we have that in the morning. We got the B vitamins in the morning for energy and focus. And then ginseng, which is, a traditional herbal extract that supports mental and physical energy and a positive mood. And 2 types of folates, including a methylated form. Some of y'all may not be aware, the most common form of folate is folic acid, but I think it's like 60% of the population is born with a genetic mutation that does not allow their bodies to convert folic acid into the form that the body can actually use. And so we do have folic acid, but we also have a methylated form of folate, so that even if you happen to have that genetic mutation, it's still going to get the benefit of that ingredient. So some of the benefits you can expect to feel from Rise AM: you're going to feel energized, alert, and focused throughout the day, supports physical and mental energy, supports a positive mood. And really the most important benefit is that it's providing you the essential micronutrients to support your health all day. And I do want to stress that for both of these products, the AM and the PM, a lot of the benefits you're going to see in the AM are around sort of like daytime energy, focus, things like that. And PM, it's about helping you unwind for the night and getting a restful sleep. But these are not an energy product and a sleep product. These are micronutrients. That's the primary focus of these products, is to help you build that solid micronutrient foundation. These are just some of the more feel aspects that you're going to experience when you take the products. And that's why we added, for example, the ginseng and the AM. And then we have this, as we go into it, a calming blend in the PM. So you have a feel component. You're going to feel the product working, but you're getting that solid micronutrient foundation. And that's the point. So in Reset PM, calms your mind and body at the end of the day. We've got magnesium in there, which supports physical relaxation, reduces feelings of stress. And like I said a minute ago, because we have magnesium in the PM, it doesn't compete with the absorption of calcium in the AM. And then we've got this calming blend of L-theanine, passion flower, and chamomile that's going to help you, really feel relaxed and calm at the end of the night and get ready for bed. Some benefits of Reset PM: helps to relax the body and mind at the end of the day. It works with your natural circadian rhythms, helps your body to renew and restore health as you sleep. And again, I think that's the key takeaway here, is we're nourishing your body with the micronutrients it needs as you're sleeping. That's when most of our repair happens. Our body repairs and recovers at night while we sleep. So we're making sure that you have all the vitamins and minerals you need for those repair processes to take place. Promotes feelings of calm and ease of stress, supports restful sleep, and you're going to wake feeling refreshed.
Great. All right, let's talk, Lisa and Christina, about this proprietary approach to multivitamins and what we call the Timewise nutrient delivery.
Yeah, definitely. So really what Timewise nutrient delivery is it's an intelligently designed system of formulations. And it's really, as we talked about, it's aligning with these natural rhythms of your body. It's proprietary, as Jesse said, to LifeVantage. You're only going to find this delivery approach in our formula. So that's why you need to take our formulas. And it comes down to this mantra that we've been talking about the whole time. And if you're going to get anything out of this presentation, this is what I would remember. It's the right nutrients in the right amounts at the right time. And so for the right nutrients, these include vitamins, minerals, and adaptogens, and they're carefully selected to build a proper nutritional foundation to support ultimate activation of your body's cellular signaling pathways in the right amounts. We want to ensure that you receive the right amounts that your body needs, while also really eliminating those concerns about providing more than your body can absorb. And then at the right time, so you get certain new micronutrients, so there's no competition or an absorption or decrease in the individual effectiveness. We're putting them together in such a way that we maximize their efficiency versus having this competition. And so really the result is nutrition that allows your body to stay in sync with its natural rhythms. And it's going to deliver this energy and focus and give you that productive day and helping to calm your mind and your body at night, because we're approaching it in this way. And the way that we really developed this system, if we move to the next slide, is we did this in conjunction with Dr. Alexander Michaels, who's the Communications Officer and Clinical Research Coordinator at the Linus Pauling Institute. And really, just so you know what the Linus Pauling Institute is, it's a research institute. It's located on the Oregon State University campus, and their focus is really in health maintenance and promoting principles of healthy living and healthy aging in really that public arena. So there's really this beautiful meshing of our kind of goals and where we want to go with our company and where Linus Pauling is really focusing their research. So it was a beautiful marriage as we were working on these products. We wanted to ensure we were pulling in all the expertise we could to make sure that we were developing the best products possible. Now, specifically, Dr. Michaels has a PhD background in biochemistry, biophysics, and molecular biology, and he lent his expertise in the formula development. And really, the Linus Pauling, they have a wealth of information on their website around the roles of multivitamins, or of vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals. And it's called their Micronutrient Information Center. It's a fantastic resource, and we've created things around that as well, just to make sure that you know what each micronutrient does and understand what's in your product, because that's always important when you're taking a product that has so many nutrients in it, especially these products, because there's a lot in there. You want to understand why you're taking everything, and that kind of education is important. And so through all of this input, really, Dr. Michaels helped shape our Timewise delivery system, our nutrient delivery, and these formulas, allowing for optimal performance and then once again aligning with our body's natural rhythms. And so we had this system. We worked with Linus Pauling to develop these formulas and determine what should be in which formula. We split them up to allow for this alignment with the circadian rhythms. But that's not all. We didn't want to just stop there, because there's no proof in that pudding. It's good scientific basis, but it's not showing that it's actually doing what we want it to do, because we know micronutrients help with activation, at least theoretically. So we wanted to show that. And so Christina is going to walk us through some study results that we did using Protandim as kind of a model system. I think one thing we want to remember is that even though there's this beautiful synergy that we see with Protandim that Christina's going to talk about, these micronutrients just don't help just with activation of Protandim. They provide this micronutrient base that will be necessary for all LifeVantage products and all of those activation systems. So I'll let you talk through it, Christina.
Sure. So Jesse, if we can move on then to the, so we did some really exciting work in the cell studies to prove like Lisa said, what did you call it?
The proof is in the pudding.
Excuse me, I'm an alien. So some of these things are hard for me sometimes to remember. The proof is in the pudding. So we did some cell studies where we included the Rise AM and Reset PM system together with Nerve 2. And we also checked out the dual synergizer and the tri-synergizer together with the AM and PM system.
Hey,
So,
Christina, just
yeah.
let me interrupt really, really quick, because some of the audience that's watching tonight, they're not going to be totally familiar with Protandim Nerf 2 Synergizer, Nerf 1, or NAD. So maybe just let's just give them a high level overview of those three products and what they are. Because look, like Protandim Nerf 2 Synergizer, that is our flagship product. Can you give us the 10-second overview of what Nerf 2 is, Nerf 1, and NAD?
Yes, sure. So as Jesse mentioned, Protandim Nerf 2 is our flagship, and that's what we're all founded on as a company. And it targets our oxidative stress pathways in the body, and it activates these natural enzymes to fight oxidative stress. So some of these enzymes are glutathione, catalase, hemoxygenase, and a few other ones that we focused on over time. So basically, Nerf 2 is the oxidative stress response of your cells. And then we have Nerf 1, which stands for a really long word. I'm just going to abbreviate it to Nerf 1. And it basically targets your mitochondrial health, and it helps with the activation of cleaning up your mitochondria, producing or helping the mitochondria divide and produce more healthy mitochondria, and so on. And the mitochondria, we all know that the mitochondria are our powerhouse of the cell. It produces ATP. And without ATP, there's nothing going on with us at all. We're going to be horizontal somewhere else. So, and NAD, which targets the NAD pathway, and NAD again is a molecule that's required to drive everything for ATP production in the cells, as well as activate something called sirtuins. And the sirtuins have been shown to be a longevity protein that allows for healthy longevity, basically. Sirtuin activity, and it stands for one of these really long words again. So we'll just call it sirtuin activation. Yeah.
So what I think it's important, the Protandim line, those three products, they address three of the primary theories of aging, or the reasons, the beliefs of why the body ages over time. And one of those theories is all about oxidative stress. One of those theories is all about mitochondrial decline, and one of them is about sirtuin decline. And there are other theories of aging, as Christina could certainly explain better than I can. But we target those theories of aging. And when we say activation, what we're really talking about is the body has within itself the natural ability to combat oxidative stress. It can create antioxidants that address those free radicals and neutralize them. Over time, now we're into that theory of aging, over time, that body's ability naturally declines and oxidative stress starts to win out, if you will. With Protandim Nerf 2 Synergizer, we've shown that we can activate the body's natural response to start increasing antioxidant production to address those free radicals, and we get it back to a level of what it was like when the body was younger. And that same concept applies to Nerf 1 with mitochondrial decline and NAD with sirtuin activity. And in that regard, we address multiple theories of aging and optimize the body's natural responses to address it on its own. So rather than giving the body something in the form of a drug to address those problems, we actually tell the body, start doing what you naturally do or naturally did when you were younger, so that you can address all those environmental factors and those other issues. And so it's a revolutionary approach to to addressing aging and all of the impact, the issues that come with aging, and which is why it is our flagship product and our flagship line. And so now as we get into this, so we've got this incredible line that does all these amazing things. And now we're going to say we've developed a support system in Rise AM and Reset PM that actually make, and this is what Christina is going to get into, it actually makes the Protandim products work even better, which is like so exciting and so incredible, both for those that aren't using Protandim, but for those that even are using it, to recognize that by combining Rise AM Reset PM system with the Protandim line, we're increasing the Protandim's ability to do what it naturally does.
Yes. Yeah, that's beautifully explained, Jesse. And like Lisa said, the proof is in the pudding. So let's go to the proof. And we studied one of the more important enzymes for gene expression, and it's the glutathiones. We know that NRF2 by itself is remarkably activates this pathway and this expression of this glutathione gene. But what we also saw when we added the Rise and Reset system together with NRF2, Protandim NRF2, it had an additional 67% increase over Protandim NRF2 alone. That's just remarkable. We didn't expect those numbers at all. We expected to see some modification, but that it's actually 67% was for us really exciting to see.
Yeah, and especially when we have a product that so many people have used and loved and seen such wonderful results on. So we know it works really well. We've heard those testimonials, we've seen the scientific research, we've seen the clinical studies, and then to see something that partners so beautifully with it. And the science makes sense. It's giving the body those micronutrients to really feed into those cycles to make them work efficiently. So the body has everything it needs to make NRF2 work the best. So if you're going to be using NRF2 or any of these Protandim products, why not make them work the best that they can? I mean, get your money's worth, get everything, make them work as well as they can.
Yeah, and this shows this, I mean, this proves out your comment earlier where you said activation doesn't occur without cellular communication. Cellular communication doesn't occur without proper micronutrients. And this is visually demonstrating that activation works. NRF2 has been proven over and over and over again, and there are numerous studies that say NRF2 is activating the gene expression, in this case of glutathione. Add to that the micronutrients so that there is even better cellular communication, and it's made the activation even better. And maybe an aside, for those that are watching that perhaps are new to us, my assumption is glutathione is probably not new. There is a lot in the news right now, and the news over the past couple of years about glutathione and just how important it is for our overall health and well-being and immune support. So the fact that we're increasing that gene expression, already doing it by NRF2 alone and doing it 67% better with Rise AM and Reset PM combined with NRF2 is really, really encouraging. Okay, let's talk about the next one where we looked at with dual synergizer and specifically catalase.
Yeah, sure. So we wanted to also make sure that we're seeing our concept, our theory of activation was true when we combined NRF2 and NRF1 together with the AM and PM, the Rise and Reset system. And we looked at the catalase gene expression because we know that that's one of the expressions that are affected by the dual synergizer. So, and we actually saw that if you add the Rise and Reset system together with the dual synergizer, you saw an increase in an extra increase of 17.2% in the catalase gene expression. And again, as Jesse mentioned, without these micronutrients, yes, you do have an activity going on with the dual synergizer, but you have an extra activity going on with the Rise and Reset system added to it.
Yeah, perfect. Last one where we looked at Tri-Synergizer, and Tri-Synergizer, for those of you that are watching or new to us, is the combination of those three Protandim products, Protandim NRF2, Protandim Nerf 1 and Protandim NAD Synergizer. And this one was remarkable.
Yeah, and again, we know that the tri-synergizer by itself activates the sirtuin activity, the total sirtuin activity enormously. We've seen that when we launched NAD and the tri-synergizer together. But now adding the Rise and Reset system to that, we had an extra 68% increase in activity. And it's just wonderful to see that this actually activates sirtuin enormously. I mean, these numbers are astronomically in my book. So, and we know that these sirtuin enzymes control your longevity, play a key role in protecting cells from adversity. They also provide a number of health benefits, such as healthy vascular system, supporting joint health, lengthening, and heightening your mental focus, improving mood, motivation, energy, and so much more. So just to see that it actually activates it's wonderful to see.
Yeah, and I think that it just so this is what's happening inside, and what you feel on the outside is all of those things that you just mentioned, which can all be encapsulated and just summarized in you just feel better, right?
Right,
You just
exactly.
feel
Yeah.
better. So this was these three charts. That was the first that was one study that we did.
Right, an in vitro study in cell lines.
Yeah. So a cell study, and this was really to just validate to us that Rise AM and Reset PM system is having a positive influence on our activating products. So it's allowing the activating products to work better. So that was one. Let's talk about the other study that we did, because this one again this one's really, really encouraging, because this one we've got people using the product and giving us feedback about the product itself.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll run through our consumer trial, which this part's always really fun, because one of the things that impressed me when I came to LifeVantage was the testimonials that I hear from all of you people who have tried LifeVantage products and how they changed your lives. I walked around our global convention a few months ago, and everywhere I went, I was stopped and had wonderful conversations about all the effects these products were, and they were literally changing your lives. And so it's a high bar to have as we develop these new products, because we need to make sure you keep using these products that are really making an impact on your life. And that's what we wanted to do this consumer trial on. So let's dig in. So we wanted to study the effects of this system in a consumer trial, because we really wanted to see how it really performed in people's lives when they added this formula to their regimen. And so we recruited nearly 100 different individuals to participate in a 90-day study. So this was a pretty large study for us. And we wanted to gather information on different parameters around energy, mood, and overall well-being. I mean, we wanted to see if they just felt better and kind of dive into what that looked like specifically for them. And so really important to note is that the individuals who tried this were actually LifeVantage distributors, and they were already taking other LifeVantage products. Not necessarily all the same ones, but they were all trying some sort of product that had activation properties from our portfolio, and they continue to do so during the course of their study. So that's kind of an important baseline to note. We just had them discontinue the use of any other multivitamins, which makes sense. We wanted to try ours. We took out those other ones, but we left everything else in their regimen. And so we had them fill out qualitative questionnaires at baseline, day 30, day 60, and day 90. We wanted to track their progress along this study. And then once the trial was completed, we were really blown away by the results. They were really measurable. And so moving to kind of the next slide there, we saw 23% increase in mental energy, 27% increase in physical energy. We saw increase in alertness, mood, the ability to better relax, better sleep quality. One thing to note, this is not necessarily a sleep product, it's a support product. And so by adding these micronutrients, we were feeding into these natural processes and supporting them better so they worked more optimally. And it was working in with those circadian rhythms. So not a sleep product, but a beautiful support product to help your natural sleep processes that you already have in place. And it also kind of played into some of these other factors with this improved stress relief at night. If you're less stressed at night, you're able to sleep a little bit better. And there we saw the improved ability to fall asleep, and then you felt refreshed in the morning. So as Jesse said earlier, you just felt better being on this product, and it was incredibly measurable. And yes, we were blown away by the results, because it's nice to see it in the self studies. It's a beautiful proof of principle. You understand a little bit how the mechanisms are working, but this shows that the product actually does what the theory is, and what we were seeing in the cell studies, it was applying to people's real lives, and it was making a measurable difference, which was incredibly exciting.
You know, when I saw this, and then talking to other individuals, what it really reinforced, at least this one bullet point, this 40% improved sleep quality, it reinforced that whole concept, at least to me, of the right nutrients at the right time, or in the right amounts at the right time. And the reason I say that is just to reiterate what you just said. This is Reset PM is not a sleep product. It doesn't have those ingredients that are typically found in a sleep product, melatonin. That's not in there. It's not designed to make you sleepy and put you to sleep. It's designed to give your body what it needs when it needs it, and what your body, and when you do that, your body naturally responds in a positive way. And in this case, you sleep better, or you wake up with more energy and more alert and in a better mood. And who doesn't want to be in a better mood? Or who doesn't want their colleagues to be in a better mood? Yeah, so it's anyways, this was so encouraging, and these types of responses. Now these are measurable responses based on the feedback that you got from them in those surveys, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, and this is, and just to reiterate, it's not saying 23% of the 100. What it's saying is a 23% increase in mental energy across that group, an average across the group. So really encouraging. We've had a couple testimonials, Tyler. Why don't you share them with us? These are kind of fun because it's just proof of what people are actually experiencing.
Yeah, so we can go through these pretty quickly, but I wake feeling wide awake and alert. I'm happy to get out of bed and more easily than normal. Happier with more pep like I used to have. I'm sleeping even better. Wake up right away and I'm alert, not groggy, relaxed, and no worries. Energy level is higher and sustained throughout the day. My desire to be more active has increased. I just feel like I need to be moving in a healthy way. I was able to calm down and relax at night, falling asleep much more easily and staying asleep. I also had more calm energy and mental clarity. I sleep the best I ever have. Definitely more focused and energized in the morning. And I think that's it. And just to reiterate, we didn't tell them what to expect. We didn't ask them leading questions. These were sort of like unprovoked responses. We were like, just kind of tell us any changes in the way you felt. And this is what our users experienced. Yeah,
really encouraging. For maybe just for those of you that want more information, there's a couple of different ways that you can actually get these products or purchase these products. The Rise AM and Reset PM, it's sold as a system, and to reiterate what we said earlier, it should really be thought of as a product that you use part of it in the morning, part of it in the evening. The D3 Plus is also you buy that individually, and then we have bundled, to make it convenient, we've bundled the Rise AM and Reset PM system with those Protandim products, similar to the way the studies were done that Christina shared. So we have the Rise AM and Reset PM system bundled with Protandim Nerf 2. We have that system bundled with the Dual Synergizer, and we have that system bundled with the Tri Synergizer. So for the distributors that are watching, you know where to find that information on the website. For those of you that are either exploring LifeVantage or you're new and you're not sure, talk to the person that got you here, or you can go to lifevantage.com, and on our product page, you can find all of that. The other thing that everyone should know is if you want to find more information about these products, Each of these products has what we call a product page on the website. And if you get to that product page, so the Rise AM and Reset PM system, you're going to find videos about the product and as well as an explanation. And then down at the bottom of that page, there's what we call the product information sheet, which is a PDP that you can download. It gives you an overview of the product, the studies that Lisa and Christina talked about. Those are included on that product information sheet. There's also a frequently asked questions section on there. So there's a wealth of information for all of these products right on the website that you can gain and learn more. So with that, always the final question, or just any closing thoughts. Lisa, we'll go to you first, and then Christina and Tyler. Closing thoughts on this and this these products.
Okay, well, my closing thought is I hope that you really felt the enthusiasm that we have for these products, both on their benefits, how they were formulated, and the results that we saw both in cell studies and in this consumer trial that we did. These are products that have been well thought of as they were developed, well tested, and they really will have an impact on your day-to-day well-being if you add them to your regimen. So just an encouragement, regardless of what LifeVantage product you're already using, this would be a fantastic support product for that to help really boost that activation.
Yeah, I concur with Lisa completely. And just knowing what they do so much more. We just scratched the surface of what micronutrients do to your body. It's exciting.
Perfect. Thanks, Christina. Tyler, any closing thoughts?
All of what they said, but I would just add, like I think we shared earlier in the presentation, 76%, and don't quote me on that because I don't remember off the top of my head, but 70% of the US population already uses some type of vitamin mineral product. So the chances are the people that you know or you yourself are already using a multivitamin. And I think what you just have to ask yourself is, do I want the cheapest one available that I can get in my local supermarket? Or do I want something that is intelligently designed that I know I'm going to get maximum benefit from, is going to activate my lifestyle, it's going to enhance the effectiveness of my Protandim products? And, if that answer is yes, we have the products for you.
Yeah, no, and really we make it super easy because just to reiterate, we do have a 30-day money back guarantee. And so if you're using a multivitamin and put it to the test, we want you to maybe steal from the name of our event last night. We want you to rock your circadian rhythm with the Rise AM and Reset PM system, and put it to the test. If you're using a multivitamin, try ours. Try it for 30 days. If you don't feel better, there's very minimal risk to you. It's money back guarantee. If you're not using a multivitamin, do it. I think that's the only way to say it, is just do it. You will feel so much better. It's just the nature of, unfortunately, where our diets are, the food we consume, we are deficient, and everybody that uses these products just feels so much better and enjoys the benefits of better energy, better focus, better concentration, better sleep, more restful night, and more vitality and energy in the day. So thank you so much for spending the time with us this evening. This one ran a bit long. It was almost an hour, but thank you for spending the time. We appreciate it. Appreciate you. And Lisa, Christina, Tyler, thank you. And let me say congratulations for bringing these products to market. It's so much work and just a massive effort by so many individuals. But congratulations to you guys, and excited to see what happens with these products as they start to hit the market, and we start to see and hear feedback back from those that are using them as they just feel better and their health is improved. So thank you to you guys. Again, thank you for those that have joined us this evening. We appreciate it. We are going to be here again in the same exact channel 2 weeks from today. I believe we're going to go into more detail. Well, we will definitely be going into more detail about these products. We may be talking about the studies. We may be talking about Timewise nutrient delivery, but we will be here again in 2 weeks. So please circle back. Also, Any comments that you have made while we've gone through this, we're going to jump in there and answer those comments. So feel free to continue to ask questions or make comments in the chat or in the comment section. And also, if you want to share this, literally just tag a friend down in the comments and you can push it to that friend. So again, thanks for joining us this evening, and we will talk to you soon. Have a good night.
Bye.
Cloud. Good evening and welcome to Activate Thursday. My name is Jesse Allen. I'm